What's good, Wizards fans? It is a little late. It's 10:59, and there was a nasty thunderstorm here. I don't know if you guys experienced that, if you guys live in the DMV area, but the storm was pretty darn bad, and Sarr was pretty darn bad tonight. I mean, I've never seen this stat line before in my life. Like, seriously, I've never seen somebody go 0 for 15, 0 for 7 from 3. He just kept shooting threes. Like, that's the frustrating thing. He missed both his free throws as well. And I know everybody's gonna come. It's early. It's too early. I get it. I understand. And I understand that Sarr was raw in this process, the whole draft process. 9 points a game, 5 boards, 29% from the three. So he's not a good 3-point shooter. Like, he's never been a good 3-point shooter. That's the thing with me, is like, he stays at the 3-point line. He refuses to roll to the basket. He stays out of the 3-point line. He refuses to set a hard screen. Kind of gave up defensively at the end. Almost got punched on and dunked on again. And I got a shot blocked a couple times by Klingen. And a lot of his threes are short. Like, there was a couple threes where he was close, but a lot of them are short, and they're hitting the front of the rim, or he's airballing. And just zero physicality from him at all. Just zero toughness, zero physicality. Just has so much to work on. Like, does not know how to use his body at all. Does not know how to use his shoulder or hip to initiate contact or anything. Like, he does not know how to do it, or just does not want to do it at this point. And he just has a long way to go, man. A long way to go. And 0 points, 9 boards. Like I said, the shot selection is not good. Just continuously shooting threes. He did rebound the ball. I thought he got 10 boards because he got the ball and then lost it, and they took the rebound away from him, or they didn't give it to him. He did have 3 blocks, but he's not really deterring anybody going to the rim much, other than the blocks. And then I knew Donovan Klingen would be a tough matchup for him. If you guys tell me on PrizePicks, real Ed Oliver 100% deposit match up to $100. I took the less on Alex Sarr's 14.5 points. I knew he was going to go under, and he went 14 points under than his projected total. And I took the under on Ricky Council. He went under 19 points. He had 13 points. That's on PrizePicks. The link down below in the description. First-time deposit. First-time users, if you use my promo code REALEdOliver, you get 100% deposit match up to $100 if you use the link down below for first-time users using PrizePicks. But, it's concerning. I mean, Stephon Castle has looked better than him. Reed Shepard has looked better than him. Klingen has looked better than him. Matelis Bazulis, I'm mispronouncing his name, he's looked better. And it's summer league, so you don't want to overreact. Let's revisit 3 years from now and see how he plays. Even Tajon Sundun had a double-double. Bub Carrington, who's a later pick, has looked better. And I love Bub. Bub is looking really good. I love Bub. Bub is looking really good. You might want to consider shutting him down for the rest of the summer league. But I would play him one more game. I don't know how many more games we're going to get. We might get I think we're going to get one more game after the 4th game. Johnny Davis, they're probably going to shut him down too. Or not play him again. We'll see. Because Johnny Davis did not play. But I can look at every pick, honestly, and they've shown more promise than Alex Sarr. Ron Holland had a good game tonight too. Rob Dillingham had a stinker, but he had a good game the other day. Zach Edey, in the one game he played, he looked really darn good. They shut him down after that one game. They're not going to play him again. Cody Williams had a good game. Khalil Ware has looked better. Jared McCain with the TikToks. He's had a couple of games. Dalton Connect from the Lakers, he had a 25-point game. Jalen Tyson had a good game. Deron Holmes, haven't seen much. Keyshawn George for us had a good game. The first game. Terrence Shannon has looked really, really good. Isaiah Collier has looked good too. So it's disappointing when you see this happen, but it's the summer league. And, we were very critical of Johnny Davis. Very, very critical of Johnny Davis. So, people went in on Johnny Davis. Like, they went in on Johnny, and Johnny was awful in that first game. He was awful. So you got to keep the same energy with Alex Sarr. Alex Sarr's potential is way higher. His ceiling is way higher than Johnny, so I get it. Like, if he could become, I'm just hoping he becomes something similar to Gobert. Even though he's more skilled than Gobert, he can put the ball on the floor and whatnot. I'm just hoping defensively he can be something like that. And then offensively, I just don't know. Miles Turner, I guess. That's what I'm hoping for, Miles Turner. But I think the developmental process, somebody commented, I was watching Locked On, which is my guy Brandon. Somebody said they need to get Kevin Garnett in the building to develop him and feed him some gunpowder, some steaks or something. just to toughen him up. He just needs to toughen up, man. Play in the Goodman League or something. Go down to farms, go down Berry Farms, and play down there. He just needs to do something because the development, and Valanciunas going to help him too, but, you know, he's got to get in that weight room, man. Seriously. He really does. So the shot selection is concerning. The 1-2 to get in the paint is concerning. The screen setting is concerning. Any type of physical play is concerning. Consistently rebound is concerning. A lot of concerns. And the thing is, like, the mindset and the physicality and just his style of play is like, it's going to take time, man. It's going to take a lot of time. This rookie year, you know, it's just going to be development. But he needs a point guard that can really get him open looks. But is he going to roll to the basket to take that, like Gafford? Check out my goddamn Gafford's going. He rolls to the basket. He's a lob threat. He gets himself into the dunker spot. And I don't really see Alex Sarr doing that much either. So it's not like he was wide open for dunks and lobs and stuff like that. But like Gafford has more of a knack of getting to those spots. Bagley has more of a knack into getting into the right spots to receive an entry pass or receive a lob pass or a bounce pass or whatever. I'm not even seeing that from Alex Sarr. Some guys just have a knack for being in the right place at the right time, and that comes with development and playing. It took Gafford a little while to get there. It took Bagley some time to get there too. But I just don't see the motor there either. It looked like he was kind of gassed towards the end of the game, which is normal, you know, being, you know, a rookie or whatever. Endurance and getting in shape. But, I mean, it was rough, guys. It was rough. So I'm not going to go in too much. I already said my piece last game. You guys already know the comments going to be like, it's too early, stuff like that. Somebody said G League. I would never put him in the G League, like Hashim Thabit. that was just wow. And some people are calling him the French Kwame Brown. So, like I said, I don't want to overreact or anything like that. But, yeah, let's just talk about the positive. Bub Carrington, he didn't shoot the ball well, 6 for 19, 3 for 8 from the 3. He almost tied it up to go into overtime. He had a nice dunk, and he just started being aggressive. Like, he just woke up towards the third quarter. He had 10 points in the third quarter. He just woke up. He's like, man, I just got to take over. If we're going to be in this game or be competitive, I got to take over. I got to take the shots. I got to be the number one guy. And that's when he finally woke up and did that. And because the first half was rough. Like, it was like 2-0 and, like, with 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Like, it was nasty. It was a really bad shooting game because Klingen's not like an offensive juggernaut either. So he had his struggles out there too. But he had 9 points, 13 boards, 3 for 10 from the field. But he had 8 points. But we know what his role is. Like, this is the thing with Klingen. Like, we would have drafted Klingen. We knew what we were getting. We know we're gonna get a guy that's gonna block shots, run the floor, Walker Kessler-esque, Gobert-esque, Hartenstein-esque, all those bigs that just rim run and run the floor. Jacopodal, like you knew what you're gonna get with Klingen. Like, you know what it is. Sarr has potential to be more than that. That's what I'll say. If he can hit his potential, then he can be really, really good. Right now, it's just looking rough because he has zero physicality at all. Zero physicality. Keyshawn George, I thought he had a solid game too. Like so. 2 for 4 from the 3-point line. All his shots were threes. Like, all the write-ups about these guys are true. Like, Keyshawn George, the majority of his shot attempts are 3-pointers. Like, he's got to give us something in the paint too. 7 boards, though, I do like that. And we just got to get guys that can kind of put pressure on the rim. Bub is starting to do that. A lot of his shots are threes too. 8 of his 19 shots are threes. But I do want to see him get to the basket more. Taylor Funk hit a couple of shots too, threes. He kept us in the ball game. He hit a big shot to cut it down, to cut the lead down the stretch. Marquise Knowles a dog, man. He's really good. He went to, was it TCU? About 5 for 7, 5 for 9. He threw a lot to Patrick Baldwin, and he wasn't ready for it. Like, Pat Baldwin, like, I thought he had some lackadaisical moments out there, too. He's 1 for 5 on the field, 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Pat Baldwin, we'll see if he makes the roster. I'm just not sure. Him and Johnny are on the ice. Johnny actually had a really good summer league game last game, though. I was happy with what I saw from Johnny. John Butler, 1 point. Jules Bernard, 7 points. He's a good player. Like, he deserves a roster spot, I think. At least a 2-way contract or something like that. Eric Stevenson, he played pretty well, 7 points in 4 minutes and 26 seconds. Jared Butler didn't play. Eugene didn't play. Tristan Vukcevic didn't play. Vukcevic looked awful last game, too. He looked very finesse and just no physicality at all. But, yeah, I mean, Alex Sarr really stole the show with his performance, not in a good way. So, Justin Champagne, I almost forgot. He is a baller. 13 points, 9 boards. He's very active on the boards. Very good finishing. There was a nice pass from Sarr 2 touchdowns, Champagny for an and 1. So that's what I'll say about Sarr too, is that he's a good passer. Anything but scoring, he's doing a solid job at, but the scoring and just offensive prowess is just not good. So Champagny, I love what I see from him. He deserves a roster spot too. He deserves at least 15, 20 minutes a game. He really does. 13 points, 3 steals, 2 assists, and 9 boards. He did a good job of getting to the basket and just playing with a high motor and high energy. But Bub got that steal at the end. He missed the shot, and we had a putback. That was Justin Champagny had the putback, if I'm not mistaken. And Bub almost got this. He got the steal. Not almost, he got the steal. And he put it up. I thought he could have took a little bit more time. There's only 2 seconds left. I thought he actually could have took a little bit more time and focus to make the shot. But I know he did have to get it up quick, so it's hard to have that presence of mind and take your time. So I'm kind of contradicting myself saying that he had a lot of time to take his time. He didn't really have a lot of time, but I do think he rushed it a little bit. There was 2 seconds left, and I thought he rushed it. It's not like Derek Fisher with 0.4 seconds left against the Spurs in 2004 where Derek Fisher threw the ball up in the air and it went in. He had more time than 0.4 seconds, so I thought he could have taken a little bit more time and not rushed the shot is my point. But Bub Carrington, I think he can make all Summer League teams, seriously. It's kind of like who cares, but I think he has a good case for all Summer League team for sure. 20 points, 5 assists, and 4 boards. But all right, you guys let me know what you guys think. Alex Sarr, get in the weight room, try to train with Kevin Garnett or something like that, and play at Berry Farms for the rest of the summer, and just get tough and play with physicality and eat steaks. All right, you guys, how's the Wizards?